and I can monitor my stream now in such a way that I can actually manage the levels myself, I think. We're going to see. Hi, everybody. It's me. It's Thades. Thank you. That was a little longer than I expected it to be. It's fine. It's time for XCOM. That's really why I'm here. That's why you're all here, no doubt. We got a Yeti. Hi, Yeti. Fan Sonny. Thanks for being here at the opener for Dance Times. Lost. Thanks for Dance Times. And I saw the boots and the salad. It's lovely to see you, too. It's XCOM time. I don't know why I'm still talking. Because, I'm allowed to talk. Obviously, that's part of the experience I offer here, but also I'm going to play XCOM. Well, thank you, Yeti. But me with a side of XCOM, right? I mean, you're in the Thades restaurant. Thades comes I'm like the dinner rolls. I come with every meal. They bring them out hot and fresh, put them on the table. You didn't order them, but you're always like, fuck yeah, hot dinner rolls. I'm into this shit. Thank you. And you get your choice of dipping sauces and fats and sweet things to put on them if you're into that or not. Or sometimes just the warm bread is what you want, and you go in there and get all of that. But why not get a giant steaming plate of XCOM? Is this metaphor working for you all? Is it structured? Is this content? Have I created content for you all to enjoy at this moment? Maybe. Should I start over? I can start again. Here we're gonna do this thing where I look at remember these scenes. Here I do the dance times. This is dance times, and here I'm just da 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 da, and then I do the zoom in again. We'll pretend I never did it. Hi everybody, it's me. It's Thades. I am the whole ass restaurant. Newt indeed. Hey Yuki, wishing. Say look, many have come. It's Entmoot times. As Entmoot times is XCOM is allegedly starting. I added even more mods. Ill-advised, I know. Seems like XCOM is feeling good though. How's OBS? There it is. I have faith that this is gonna be fine. Stability-wise for the application, I mean. Whether or not the war will go well, I have different feelings about that. Yes, I had to remove that. Thank you. I had to remove that because it was actually a visual conflict and is not necessary. Don't worry. You want a palate cleanser? Oh. I really need to add audible, audio little things to those redeems because I sometimes miss them in the feed. Do I have cats? The reports are in that I do have cats, but they are not here. Let's sound the siren bell. Oh, was it too full to make the sound? Apparently not. Hi, Palom. Where did you skulk in from? And where is your sister, buddy? It's important to know where your sister is because she will try to outrun you for a treat if I don't give her a treat first. Ha! There you are, kitty. Okay. You're so lucky that Lost wants to give you treats because I'm not allowed to give treats unless someone redeems it. One. And... There you go, bud. Say thank you, Lost. Yeah, I do have sound on the hydrate redeem. That's definitely true. Hey, Chris, welcome in. And Echo, hello. Great, buddy. You haven't missed any XCOM. I just loaded it up. I just loaded the game up. I mean, the opener does run for about 7 to 8 minutes, and it depends on the song. I played. Oh gosh, I played a Tohu song, the Tohu song that I use. I'm probably mispronouncing that, and that song's like 7 minutes long, and so that plus like a 2.5 minute cold open where I run the ad to get it out of the way. Usually I don't start actually until, here's the secret for those of you who are here. I actually start talking around 8:10, 8:12. But if you want to see all the weird gimmicks and gizmos and shit and Easter eggs that I hide throughout the opener, there's a puzzle in there. Then being here at 8 o'clock is advised just for that. But you know, we've talked about why I do the opener. You all understand that. You get it. Okay. 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 He did find it. He did find the treat. Okay. In 4 days, we get our resistance ring. That's also true. We get to hear music from folks that I've literally asked permission to use. That song is probably, here's a little behind the scenes. That song is maybe the one in my entire collection that I have the least permission to use, because I reached out to the original creator, and as far as I know, they're either not on the fucking internet anymore or have completely abandoned making music and stuff. In spite of their music being a very popular part of video games, but because it's video game music is notoriously difficult to, like, people just don't bother copywriting it or locking it down. I would still wish for permission. I did reach out and ask, and I waited a long while. But there are no performances of it other than the cover artist, who gave me overwhelming permission. And I don't believe he secured permission himself, but the telltale thing for me is that there is no copyright claims against that video. In fact, if you go on YouTube and look for that song, the copyright belongs to the cover artist, which means YouTube doesn't know, unfortunately, who the original creator of the song is. And it did take me a lot of effort to track the person down. I think I'm right, but they never responded. So I am a bit of a pirate on that one song. You got me, Twitch. You got me red-handed. I finally did a bad. I finally did a bad on the internet. You got me. You got me. But if not for myself and Master Richard EB, no one would know that song, probably. So I know there's scandal. Now you all understand. I'm just delaying. I'm delaying because I'm really, let's review. So I believe what I should probably do, I was thinking about this, is that I'm about to do my third op, my second op in this area. And I mean, I don't really have any measure for my heat level. Thank you, Bradford. That'll be all. I don't really have a good measure for my heat level, so to speak. I don't know. The issue is that the more active my folks are in a region, the more attention we get from the enemy, and they're going to start moving in to get me, and that will not only ramp up on defenses around the place, but will also eventually, they'll send assaults against my haven. They'll be able to track it down. And so I have to spend some effort having the haven hide itself, lay low, and move themselves sometimes to avoid this detection. Yeah, the Japanese version also, I tried finding, yeah, it's originally a Japanese song. That's a fact. Having the translation is pretty nice, actually. It's cool to know what they're saying. So for those of you just joining us on this XCOM run, this is XCOM 2 Long War of the Chosen. What that means is this is a full overhaul, like complete overhaul. Everything in the game is very different. I mean, the tactics still move the same, and that's about it, really. All of the abilities are different. The classes are different. The enemies are different. The missions are different. How we launch missions and handle missions are different. Everything is different. So if you're looking at this game and thinking, shit, this seems really deeply interesting, but I'm afraid to try it myself, go grab XCOM 2 Wrath of the Chosen. Skip War of the Chosen? WOTC. Skip just XCOM 2. There's a lot of really awesome quality of life adds in the DLC that you may as well just pick it up. It just makes the game better in every way. You really just want that. And you can get mods that I wrote for the game to help you randomly decorate your troops and name your troops and stuff if you want to do that. I wrote some mods, everybody. And your experience will be much less stressful than mine. All right, let's see where we're at. We are about to start the Grumpers mission here. Team Grumpers is in for smash and grab. I'm going to keep pushing this, but I don't have... There it is. This is going to force us now. We have to launch right now. Extremely light activity. So I wanted to wait for that on purpose. We had a new friend last night pop in who's played a lot of Long War, and they told me that at 125 or 30, I'm not going to get any benefit yet. So waiting to over-infiltrate on this was not worth the day or so that I just spun the timer on, but I'm also okay with it. All right, so we're going to get some material. I don't know what the material is. The resistance just said, we want these resources, so go get them. The mods that are mine are the random soldier info, random weapon nickname, and random, I forget what I called the mod that decorates the soldiers. Random appearance mod, I think. The random appearance mod. The random appearance mod, unfortunately, is kind of in rough shape. The undo button does not work consistently. And it has some known bugs, specifically around the issue we talked about actually in my Discord, Never Living, where mask and fem wireframes are handled fundamentally differently. And so if you're in the middle of decorating a soldier and you hit the random button a few times and you change the soldier's gender, you will not be able to undo over that line, and the mod will get confused. Which is, I don't know if you notice, I always ask folks preference before I start decorating the soldier. That's why, because that's actually, that clears the undo buffer in the mod because it will break otherwise. And I also think at some point they added some small change to the UI that fundamentally broke it in a weird little way that I haven't tracked down. And I'm not going to fix it because I don't have time. But it's still a fun mod and we've been using it. So, placed a radio in a fish tank? Hope that's good. All right, I don't know. There's something in the air, and it sounds like if they crit, they'll get a combat rush. I don't know what combat rush is, so we're going to find out. Enemy activity here is really light. This is our second operation, now that I'm remembering. Don't break down. Be okay. Operation Unceasing Vengeance. We're going to raid an Advent Depot. Okay, so it's a facility. Recover as many resources as possible. Extract all XCOM soldiers. I'm a little bit worried about what might be here. I don't know anything about reinforcements. I don't know what... I mean, the level of security here is really light, so it's probably not a big deal. Yeah, this is a new timeline. We started again last night. Things were not going very well, and unfortunately, even with the super soldier known only as Hibiko, we were not able. 28 turns until they come. The Resistance discovered a vulnerable Advent storehouse full of valuable supplies and resources. Break in, grab it, and get out. Each soldier can only carry 1 cache apiece. Okay, we're going to be very opportunistic. Holy heck, this is a huge deployment field. So we basically want to sweep in that way. I mean, I'm going to grab these 3. I'm not going to be greedy. We'll come in a little bit shy, and if I can run for that one, I will. Ren is... Ren, you're the hacker. You're not running in first. Munu is a rocketeer. Munu will dash in first.
On it.
Okay, now Ren, you follow up.
Will do.
Echo. Are we in the corner of the map here? I don't want to have to be too cornered. I have no idea what the vector is. I think that's probably safe. Thank you, Echo. Dotato, you are not going to die on this mission. Larplet, I don't think you are killable. Okay, let's get them up here. Oh, Pyromancy is on pause. I need to fix it. Don't worry, Echo. I will restore your powers whether I approve of them or not. All right. I mean, Dotato, to be fair, you're also a rookie right now, and so, I mean, you probably know how that works in XCOM, right?
Absolutely.
I gave you body armor. Oh, Larplet's hit points are really low. That's not acceptable.
Let's move already.
All right, I'm going to keep Echo in the center of the squad if I can because he's got the firepower, essentially. Munu's got massive range. What do we got here? Why did you overwatch? Are we not in concealment? Hey, Roasty, I guess we're not in concealment. Holy heck, Echo. Oh, that wasn't Echo. That was Dodoto. Dodoto, nice work. Not a dead officer. We do have an officer to worry about. Not pleased with that. That's an interesting piece of geometry. That's really amazing.
No problem, boss.
Careful, Larplet. Okay, that's good. Larplet, I want you here because you can flashbang the target if we can't control it. Because, again, Dodoto is not allowed to die on this mission. No one can see. That's fascinating.
Sure thing.
Okay, light cover is not great.
Not a problem.
But, as we all saw, I do, in fact, have a flashbang that I'm going to use here. Oh, you can see. Interesting.
Here I come.
All right, in that case, Rin, you're going to use your aid protocol to put a brief force field on Munu so that Munu can actually take a shot from light cover. Echo, you're going to hunker down.
Holding.
Dodoto, hunker down.
Covering.
Larplet, you are going to flashbang. Unless Munu kills, take your free shot, Munu. Coin flip. We saved the flashbang. Nice job, team. Should have probably saved the aid protocol. But you know what?
Good to go.
I don't mind when my paranoia takes over. Roasty, we're doing awesome, friendo. Thank you so much for the raid. It's nice to see you. Hey, everyone's got different roles so far. The only folks that are going to be consistent are Hibiko and Sassy because they rolled the special hero classes. I mean, their roles will still be a little bit different because the hero classes are completely reworked. But in general, Sassy is a vicious stealth killing machine still, and Hibiko is going to be a Jedi. Basically, that's what they are. All right, so we are going to lose that loot. I'm not too bent on a joint about that. That's not the objective.
I'm going.
Can
I
we...
can handle that.
How bad is that? So the roles, it depends on the character. So your class, Echo, is something called a Ranger. It's an infantry class. So the basic XCOM operator has 2 actions a turn. One of those actions may be for shooting. They have an just like kind of very D&D 5. You have a move equivalent action and you have an action. You have a move action and a regular action. The regular action you can use for using a special item or firing your weapon. A move action you can use to reload your weapon or move. You may also use your attack action, as it were, to move extra for double movement. Okay? That's every soldier has those abilities. Your class, Echo, the infantry, you have 2 special powers. One is that you can use both of your actions to fire, which is huge. It means that, I mean, it's a little more complicated in that when someone fires, they end their turn. It's not just that they can't use the next action, their turn's over. Your turn doesn't end. You can fire twice, you can fire and reload, you can fire and hunker down, you can fire and haul ass out of the way. You have tremendous flexibility around how you engage with your firearm. And you have a specialized firearm, which is a sawed-off shotgun, which I keep hyping my YouTube because I'm really having a good time with my YouTube right now. There is a 10-minute video on that on my YouTube channel right now where you can watch Hibiko and Christy Lay make their way out of a really bad exfiltration. It was the last mission I did for the previous timeline. And you can see, it's like in the first minute and a half or 2 minutes, Christy Lay uses the double-barreled shotgun and one shot's a really scary monster with it. It does a crazy amount of damage at point blank range. So that is your role. You are about doing damage, a little bit up close, a lot at a distance, and flexibility. Munu's class this time is essentially a rocketeer. They have a rocket launcher, they have a flamethrower, and a bunch of grenades. Rocket launchers we use to destroy cover and, blow shit up. That's what rockets are for. And Rin here is a hacker, has a little droid. Can we zoom in? Can we zoom in here? Where's the zoom in? It's T, right? There it is. This little robot here, this cute little robot, is Rin's friend. And Rin can do lots of fancy little tricks with it.
Tired of waiting around.
All right, we can come up here since the squad's otherwise okay, just to catch everybody up. We're in Overwatch, folks. Dodoto and Larplet are currently rookies. They don't have skills yet. Once they get their first promotion, they'll reveal to us what their powers are going to be. Okay, it's in the building. We're going to have to cross this fence. We got a forklift right there. The forklifts are great cover. Mooney, why don't you go ahead and take point in that heavy cover? What do you spot? Anything? Okay, let's get Larplet. Dodoto, you're not going to die. Also charge that heavy cover.
Good to go.
I don't know if the red fences in Long War have any special effect. I used to have a mod installed
Roger that.
that would make the red fence break concealment because it was like supposed to be a security fence. I think if there's close enemies, they'll hear it and come.
Covered. I'm on it.
We got something over here.
And so maybe that's what's happening right now. Dodoto, why don't you really reveal some shit? Okay, great. We are going to breach at this door. Let's get
Whatever you say.
Larplet there. We're not going to go past Dodoto's position because
No problem, boss.
anything past that might pull aggro, and I don't want any attention right now.
Let's
So
do
where
this.
Dodoto is moved, we know is safe to be. Where Dodoto is not moved, we might draw a new line of sight. That can also be true about leaning around corners. So this is a good lesson here. Even though this looks fine, if there was a window here and I hadn't yet procced, if I put someone here and they leaned around the corner to peek through the window, that would reveal a little bit more, and they could get aggro that way. Little tiny tricks you learn as you survive what this game is willing to do to you.
Absolutely.
Okay, we got one more turn, and we're just gonna. I think we're gonna breach. Everything is in this building on the. Looks like second floor actually. So maybe we should go into the second floor. There's a ladder right there. I take it back.
I'm going.
Is it time? Looks like it's time. We're gonna fall back here. We're gonna use this ladder, and that means that Dodoto, who's not allowed to die this mission, is gonna go up first.
Heading out.
Finally. Something moved over there.
Double move the team. Fell back. We don't have any Overwatch. It'd be a bit of a bummer if we activate on a patrol. We did not. Dodoto, pop your head up. Tell us what's there.
Not a problem.
Awesome. Nothing.
Sure thing.
Okay, we're going to breach through this door right here. That should be okay.
No need to ask twice.
That was a tiny risk. But if I don't take tiny risk, we'll run out of time.
10-4.
Just being here is a risk, and I need to get my folks out of here.
Got it covered.
Dodoto, you're not allowed to die. Go ahead and step forward. One
Sure
more
thing.
space. And I am going to run the ad break right now and keep us all in suspense. Why do I run an ad break manually? Because I want to turn pre-rolls off so that if Twitch glitches on you, because it do be having a time lately, and you reload, you do not have to watch pre-roll ads every time you reload the stream. And when new folks come in, they also don't have to see them. We don't like that around here. So during the ad break, nothing interesting happens. It's a minute and 30 seconds of, it's not dead air. I'll probably mutter to myself, and you get to hear that. That's what you're missing. It's not a big deal. It's not exciting. I'll see you in a minute and 30. Refill your water glasses. Stretch your legs. This is a self-care break. Here I am drinking my tea. I have a sleepy time tea. Celestial seasonings. I mean, I do have a whole shelf of really fancy tea. It's quite fancy. From various fancy places. Like Mem tea. Adagio. Adagio. I mean, they have the term chai tea on their website, so I think it's pronounced adagio and not adagio. Just trying to get it right. But I also have Celestial Seasoning Sleepy Time tea because it's one of my favorites. It's been one of my favorites for a very, very long time. Does Grab like Celestial Seasonings? There's Grab now in the clip. Oh, and there's Thades Omega getting a mooch from his dad. He was bewildered and really tired. He woke up and was a little confused for some reason, and then he came looking for some grounding. That's my job. Oh no, is the founder a tool? There is no ethical consumption under capitalism. Maybe I'll save that rant for another day. Anyway, let's return to XCOM. Ooh, let's bang my microphone stand. Why don't I?
Scanning.
Moving ahead.
You didn't get any ads? That's hilarious. I mean, it's not the case that everyone gets the ads every time, I guess. All right, let's set up for a standard breach, I guess.
Heading out.
Larplet and Dodoto, you're probably going to go inside. Mooner, you're going to anchor.
Whatever you say.
Actually, I think Echo should go in.
Heading out.
That makes the most sense to me. Okay.
What was that?
Okay, we have 20 turns to sweep this building. We're definitely taking 3 and not 4. And then the exit's not that far, actually. Okay, I don't want to say no, but I feel like the answer is no. All right, Dodoto, you're not allowed to die. Go and spot. Why don't you go grab the loot and spot that way?
Absolutely. Advent forces sighted.
Tangos. Okay. I don't have anyone with a running gun. I have a lot of flashbang, and we have height advantage. I think that's what we should do, is take advantage of our height advantage. A cool project that's being done. Yeah, I'd be into that. Hey, Digital Deer. The founder believes in some interesting stuff. Hi, Beardless. Okay, so we're gonna have to use some flashbangs to make sure these punks don't F us up.
Not a problem.
Okay, Echo. What do we got here? Not great odds, even though we have the height advantage. We've got 1 flashbang on you that's going to get used. And Larplet never used her flashbang.
I can handle that.
So let's do that. So we got 1 flashbang from Larplet, 1 flashbang from Dodoto, which means I can have Echo open fire here. Okay, not bad damage. That's all right. You two are the flashbangers. Moonu.
No problem, boss.
Yeah, let's keep taking pot shots. Okay, good damage. Ren, you have aid protocol up right now, and a really crappy shot, so we're going to overwatch you. Let's save your aid protocol. I didn't bring smoke at anybody, right? That's fine. Let's get those flashbangs going. Then we'll have to start jumping folks down there.
Take a good look.
Target asset recovered.
There's one. That's a pretty good shot. Take it. If you kill him, it'd be funny.
It's still up.
4 grazes. Holy heck. Wow, Dodoto, they got it in for you. Those flashbangs aren't that much insurance, I guess. Larplet can't quite make that run there.
Seems doable.
We got more explosives, though, so we're going to use them. There's Larplet with the flank. Interesting. We're unlikely to destroy that cover.
Fire in the hole.
Okay, very good. Dodoto is okay. A minor injury. The Flak Vest took most of that hit. Nice.
Five in numbers. I'm running low on
Is anyone out of cover with that damage? What took that damage? I don't know. I'm fine with it. Let's go, Echo. Lit him up. Perfect.
only the best.
Perfect. Okay. When you got full actions, head up there with Larplet. And I would like to get, hang on, 1, 2, and 1 below. Someone's got to drop down. Echo reload.
Good to go.
We're okay. Star seeds, huh? You're not going to die, Dodoto. It's not allowed.
Tired of waiting around. This looks like the stuff.
Okay, we got that. Larplet, how you feeling?
Whatever you say.
I appreciate that, Larplet, but you should probably question me sometimes. Do I feel lucky? I mean, kinda. I kinda do.
I can handle that.
Echo, you're going down there with Munu.
Absolutely.
Exercise caution. I'm okay, Larplet. Thank you very much. It's nice to see you. You see how nice Nightbot is in my channel, Larplet? How robots can be nice sometimes? Even if it's only on their dad's channel.
Sure thing.
Alright, so stick with the team. You're not allowed to die at this mission. Reload.
Ready to go.
Larplet Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Rin Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
Everyone Overwatch. The absolute silence is deafening. Moon, spot that room. You got the rocket.
I've got the thing.
Thanks.
On my way.
Careful, Echo. You're not going in yet, but you are going to go in. We are going to exit the building that door. You hear that, team? That door.
Absolutely.
I'm going.
Careful about highlighting too much vision in that room. I think we actually have perfect vision in that room, but
Here I come.
just in case. This is a great turn to reload if you haven't yet, team.
Now, Overwatch.
Reloaded.
No sound at all.
Heading out.
Oh, God, this is too good to be true.
Item in tow.
All right, you're... No. Through that room.
Not a problem.
Don't get too close to those windows yet. See, this is another thing I'm talking about. Taking this corner will give me more vision out that window than standing here. So that's something to keep in mind.
Not a problem.
No problem, boss.
I'm not ready to peek out that window yet because my team's kind of flapping in the wind right now.
Finally.
Okay.
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
Who we hear? The robot's plotting to take us over. I think Nightbot and I have an understanding. That's Dodo. Dodo, you're not allowed to die this mission. Echo, I want you on that corner.
On my way.
Ren, that wall. Dodo there.
On my way.
Larplet right with Dodo.
I can handle that.
Moon in the other corner.
No problem.
We open
boss.
next turn. 5. 5 Overwatches. I forgot the cash. You know what? Yes, we're going to take it. We have plenty of time. Thank you very much for reminding me. I ADHD'd it. Everyone there's watching their clocks now. They're like, boss, really? Commander, I thought you were the best. I never said that. Wait. Oh, Rin's already got a fucking cache. That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Let's move already.
Who doesn't have a cache? Larplet, would you please clean up my mistakes?
Go, go, go.
I got a little nervous getting close to that window, but I'm also getting impatient. That's fine. We're going to have to fucking hustle. I'm so glad that didn't take a move.
Thing. Got it.
We're still going to be safe, even though it seems longer. We can't blast through the windows, unfortunately. This is not XCOM 2 proper. Grenades will not bust these walls. These walls are thick for normal grenades anyway. And with the reduction to damage on grenades... Dodo, you're not allowed to die this mission. Have your cover.
Will do.
That seems like a clear fucking path.
Rolling out.
Roger that. Seems doable. Here I come. Come get some. I'm on it. Movement here.
Behind. That's perfect. Keep fucking moving. Dodo, you're not allowed to die this mission. 10 turns. Yeah, post up on the fence. Okay.
Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Finally.
Absolutely.
Doo-doo.
Movement.
They're coming in. They know something's up. Dodo, you're not allowed to die this mission. Take that tree.
Heading out.
Can you make evac? Not yet. That's fine. Everyone, you're with Dodo. Everyone blue move so we can overwatch. I feel like we're going to get dropped on.
I can handle that.
Oh, we get to watch everyone bust through the fence. Everyone gets their cinematic jump.
Tired of waiting around.
Echo, you're going to yellow move. Because I want you out of range.
Covering now. Got movement.
Uh-huh, keep going. Are we really going to just sneak out of this with only one contact? Or 2, I guess, technically. Yeah.
Will do.
Run for the corner so everyone has room.
Solid copy. On the move.
What a nice mission.
Got it. Moving.
Dodo, you're not allowed to die this mission.
Rolling out.
All right, ropes out. Get out of there.
Avenger, this is Firebrand.
You too, robot.
All XCOM operatives are secure.
Robot.
Firebrand is returning to base.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
There you go. You're too expensive to stay behind. Who is shooting right now? You can't. Don't shoot at the camera. We can't see if you do that. What is this crazy posture shit? Did I give you a pistol, Larplet? I don't remember giving you a pistol. How'd you sneak a pistol out of the base? Is that Dodoto? Dodoto is doing the shooting times. Okay. There we go. Look at that great poster. Dodoto. I can't spell this game. This is really hard. AU. Dodoto didn't die. Because why would he? This is a propaganda poster that we are legitimately going to deploy in the game, and we'll see at areas of opportunity later on missions. We'll see this plastered to walls in various cities. Remember Dodoto and Sting Point. Fantastic. Oh, don't crash, game. Don't you do it. Come on, you got this. You can do this. This doesn't feel good. Oh. Now it crashed. Just as I lost hope. Come back to us, game. It's going to be okay. I just have to redo the last turn. It's fine because of the game mode I'm on. It auto saves every turn. But then the last turn will be lost because it won't save again until you get back to base after the very last turn.
Blue Wizard needs food badly.
Everyone should take a moment and have something to drink. If you have something to sip, I'm sipping my tea. In fact, I kind of need more than tea. I got water. Let's do that. Z. It's Z. The one and only. You can load the game. Please don't panic. Oh, man, I was feeling a little underhydrated when I started my run today. I have not had enough to drink since getting home to not feel that way anymore. Shame on me. So I'm hammering water down. ENT. Oh no, this tense moment.
Solid copy.
Dodoto, you're not allowed to die this mission. In fact, you're going to run right first. Wow, you were really glitchy. That's really fun. It's almost like Dodoto wanted to crash the game for another shot at dying. Why was your movement reticle glitchy suddenly? Very strange.
Location confirmed.
Get out of here.
Heading home. Avenger, this is Firebrand. Package is secure. All XCOM operatives are
Actually, folks with the VIP tag in stream can also do shoutouts. The shoutout command works for VIPs and mods. Little known fact in my stream. But yes, you have a sword and can do it. Yeah, I promoted. I asked if Munu and Echo would be willing to help do a little more coverage times in my stream, and they graciously accepted. So as you all know, things are much more chill here than other streams that we all moderate. So hopefully it'll be a nice vacation for you all when you're here. We gotta take that photo again. What? Rin, I do like how you being different. I do like that. But you being different means that we can't see you, friendo. Oh, there we go. Now you be different, and you look badass. I guess what it really wanted us to say is... Do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm looking at chat to make sure I spell it correctly. Dodoto didn't die. Remember, stink point. Hey, Arya. It's going really well. I mean, that mission was kind of a cakewalk, and I expect things will ramp up really quickly.
These dissidents to fill our hearts with fear. Their victory today is a minor footnote in history, a small bump on the path of salvation the elders have set forth for us.
Gross.
If every mission goes this smoothly, it's only a matter of time before we regain control of the planet.
I mean, I love how optimistic you are. Dodoto, what is your class, friend? You are a rocket launcher. You have a rocket launcher and are a rocket launcher. I'm pretty sure that was the role you had last game, was it not? You were either a grenadier or a rocket launcher. I can't remember now. Or a rocket launcher, a heavy weapons expert. And Larplet, to the surprise of no one, Larplet is a sniper again. Oh, no, you're a saw gunner. Oh, you traded in extreme range for long range and lots of teeth. I'm okay with that. This is a good change, actually. And look at you. You got yourself a knife. Look at the knife, Larplet. You have wrist rocket. Yeah, you have wrist rockets. Most under fire. Dodoto is a rocket launcher. See, I'm glad Beardless gets it. All right, Echo. Let's see what we want to give to you for your rank up here. Walk fire, highly accurate shot, big bonus to hit, and small damage for a lot of ammo. The reason this is so amazing is that if you have someone with like 1 or 2 hit points, like that sectoid on that mission, we can guarantee that we kill the thing without worrying about a graze or a miss in a critical moment. That 60% becomes a 90%, right? That's what that's for. Close and personal is really, really awesome. If we give, we could equip Echo with a shotgun, and suddenly we have a very dangerous shotgunner. And if you remember last game, I gave Christy Lay Ever Vigilant so that she could run her full movement and still have Overwatch at the end of it, which is also really neat. We can make a infantry a Overwatch king. But I think for Echo, I want Walk Fire because I want Echo to be about battlefield control. That's going to be really great. Munu Friendo, you already had the rocket launcher times. Now you get bigger rocket launcher times. More accurate rockets is probably where we'll go. Suppression is really awesome utility, especially if you start running out of flashbangs. So that is also not a bad thing to take. And Roust is essentially walk fire. It does tiny amount of damage, but will force an enemy to move. And if they have only one good cover option, they're going to take shitty cover or run out into the open. It's very situational, but it'll do 1 to 2 guaranteed damage and will force someone to move. And that can be very, very good too. That's a tough call. This is a very tough call. I'm going to leave this. We figure it out. And Rin here as the hacker times. I feel like having the ranged revival protocol was so useful when I used to play Long War that I'm going to take that again. Oh, combat protocol could be very, very, very vital. Let's take combat protocol. So we're going to essentially make sure that Rin is the ultimate hacker, and it's going to be blasting fucking robots. Nice. Correct. Training room, let me get more. Your helmet's really great. It's perfect. Oh wow, we got a lot of supplies out of that. That was so worth it. Nice. Oh, that's really good. Okay, now I have to admit to you all, I'm starting to get really nervous about how busy we're getting here and how we just had... I mean, we've only had 2 successful ops, so maybe I don't have to panic yet.
Setting course for sector 50.
Can I make contact? I thought I was low on intel. It'll tell me here if I can or can't. Yes, I can. What's up, Doctor?
So much of my own research based upon this simple design. If only I had known. Ah, Commander, excellent timing. There's been some progress. I've managed to break down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull.
Yeah.
My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex. With the primary connection severed, much of that data is lost. Several fragments do remain, however. Ghosts, if you will. Observe. Tactical combat.
These are scenes from the first game, XCOM 1.
The sheer volume of encounters you were processing was astounding. It is truly remarkable that you survived as long as you did. Though this may seem disconcerting, there is still some good news. This chip bears a striking resemblance to a medical implant I briefly assisted in developing at the gene therapy clinic in New Providence. My understanding was that the implants were intended for high-ranking Advent officers only, captains or above. Retrieving a chip from such an officer would be the only way to know for certain. A greater understanding of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
So if you remember,
New objective added.
I'll explain it again because we have enough new folks in here that it's worthwhile. Canonically, we lost XCOM 1. And that's why in XCOM 2, the story is that when you are the player / commander and they save you from alien internment, essentially, like you were being used as a biological computer for some reason. They save you and you play XCOM 2. When the producer and the lead designer were questioned about this, they said, you lost the game. Almost every interviewer said, I didn't lose XCOM, I won XCOM. And Garth DeAngelis, producer, and this guy's really fucking funny, he'd lean forward and say, Did you? Or did you lose? Because we have data, he said, because everyone who played the first XCOM game just about would connect to the XCOM server and would send this data back, and also you could use it for multiplayer if you wished. And everyone lost their first game, either by reloading because they lost the mission, like they save scummed, or they played Iron Man mode and they just straight up lost. Everyone lost their first game, no matter what game mode it was on. And so the story of XCOM 2 is that you lost the first war, you were great, but you just weren't, like, your forces weren't enough. And then the aliens recognize you were great. They take the player / commander and they use them to run battle simulations, and that's how they win the war against the humans. And the battle simulations were every other XCOM game you played after that. That's why during that scene when he's like, here, this is from your brain, it's showing cutscenes from XCOM 1. They're making fun of us. They're throwing a little shade at us, but I think it's funny. So, good night, Chris.
The Advent officers have clearly been modified to allow for their subordinates to receive new orders psionically.
Oh, nice.
The implanted chip is the key.
Bypass 2 enemy armor. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Okay, so I don't have an officer corpse. I sold all the corpses. I sold them all. That's hilarious. I guess we'll do the experimental weapons stuff since I got nothing else to work. Let's see what this engineering research is all about. I'll give you 15 days, Doctor. Show me what you can get.
I must admit, having successfully completed the operation necessary to remove the commander's implant, I am intrigued by the possibility of examining another subject for comparative analysis. Since the officer in question will likely have expired long before arrival here, I may rely on a faster, more invasive approach to removing the chip this time around.
How we get the chip he wants ultimately is really violent. But you all recognize the dinner bell there. That means it's time for a self-care break. Take a second, stretch your legs, refill your drink vessel, whatever your... Thank you, Bradford. That'll be all. Have something to drink. Get a snack if you need that. Nothing interesting is going to happen. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds where I'm going to run the ads so we don't get pre-rolls. And probably the ads will not be very interesting. And I'm just going to sit here and sip my water. I'll be right back. As soon as Twitch runs the ads, then the timer will start. The timer is accurate. There we are. Nothing interesting is going to happen right now. It says right on the screen. Nothing interesting happens. Oh, gosh. I did, beardless. I did finish my tea. I don't know if that counts as interesting. Probably it's the most interesting thing that happened during an ad break since Quinn actually spurned very interesting conversations during ad breaks. I mean, it's true that what Quinn said during that time was interesting, but we're not talking about that interesting thing. We're talking about that it had happened. Thades Hammer, did you have to do anything special to get all the mods to kick in? I have had to restart XCOM 2 multiple times to actually recognize some of the mods. So if you're running my... Actually, I'll answer the question after the ad break so that other folks can get it. The tea I was having was Celestial Seasonings, which Echo explained to me. Michael has a big tirade about the founder, which I may ask him about on Friday. Oh, beardless. So, mods. I recommend using something called the XCOM 2 alternate mod launcher or ultimate launcher. I will link it in my Discord after stream. The original XCOM 2 launcher was fine, if a little buggy. But then 2K wrote one on top of it / replaced it, and their launcher plus the XCOM 2 standard launcher is now Garbo. Even if you're not using mods, they're really annoying. So if you don't want to use mods at all, I'd actually recommend going into your Steam folder and making your own shortcut to the XCOM 2 game.exe and launching it directly, bypassing the fucking launcher entirely. Or use the mod launcher, because the mod launcher handles a lot of that shit for you, and you don't need to use mods to use the alternate launcher. And you don't have to worry about your XCOM hours, because they will still tick up if you use the alternate launcher. Where they won't tick up if you launch the executable directly, for some reason. It's not my mod list that'll put it on there. It's also possible that you have mod conflicts if you just kind of pull down random mods. The only way to deal with that, unfortunately, is to turn off all the mods and turn them off one at a time, which is something that the alt mod launcher is really fucking useful for, because then you can tag mods when you know they work together and stuff. And it seems clunky at first, and I guess it is, but it's very, very useful tool. I've made a lot of use out of it, and I'll show you all at the end of the stream. I'll pop it up. Okay. So we started that research. We are almost at max crew capacity. Is that a thing that I can do? That's my quarters. How about the living quarters? Yes, I can. Interesting. It's just like... Oh, there's a Grob in the background there. I'm not sure who they're hanging out with. Beardless is chilling back there. There's Ceci. A table full of empty beers and some playing cards. Hey, bees. So yeah, I need 100 supplies in Illyrium. That's not happening anytime soon. So I'm really, really tight on operators. And I can only bring in 3 more people, so it won't be rookies. It'll have to be technicians, scientists, and engineers. All right, let's make contact with Asia. Guerrilla ops, okay. What do you got? Expires in 8 days and 9 hours. It's an infiltration. We'll evac with a flare. 9 turns to lock down the objective. Okay. Hellborn corpse. Recover an item from Advent facility. We're going to find a lead on what? A lead on Advent activities. That sounds like we need that no matter what. All right, I'm going to do this, but I think I might switch some folks over to hiding because I'm starting to get worried about the amount of heat we're pulling. My original list outside of the cosmetics, that should all work okay together. Okay. I won't have to actually up this. Let's see here. The gamers team, we don't need all 6 of us, I think, for this. With extremely light contact, it's really irresponsible to not send rookies. I am a rookie. Sarah, you stay behind. And Grob, we'll let Ceci take this one. Ceci lost Big Harry. And then 2 rookies, probably good. So, who should go? Me. I mean, we just picked up Quinn, right? Where's Quinn? There's Quinn. All right. So what do we need for gear here? I would not mind having someone with a med kit. Please and thank you. Sassy, do you mind terribly carrying a med kit? There's 1 med kit. And I will carry the other med kit. Five to infiltration. This seems really good. I might be able to actually over-infiltrate this and make it really trivial. 33 intel. That's also really great. Yeah, Beardless. I didn't get to respond to that because my hyper focus is really it's a whole show all on its own. But yeah, like wigs, hair dye. That's a thing you could do, friendo. Yeah, I would try the alternate mod launcher, I guess, because that might help you highlight some issues and stuff. I'm happy to walk through some of that with you if you want to put it in the tech channel on the Discord. We can talk through what's going on with it. Happy to do my best. Hey, Illogical, welcome in. Good to see you again. All right, so 2 rookies and some pretty severe firepower along with some stealth. This seems fine. I can put weapon modifications on. Can I? Right? Because you have... I think that means you have 3 slots. Yes, that's exactly what it means. Sweet. Add warranty. Your gun is named Sandman. Sure. I think you having steady weapon would be really great, actually. What's the difference between advanced... Oh, I see. And let's give you a suppressor. What's the hair trigger do exactly? 4 aim bonus on reaction shots. Okay, that's really good for someone I'm gearing up. Can we... I don't actually know what Ceci's favorite color is. That's a thing. Let's do a little bit of purple times, and let's get a... There we go. Sure. That's a little ugly, actually. That's not working for me. If it's going to be... Oh, actually, something like that actually just makes it look a little bit weathered. That's not so bad. There may actually be like arid actually. Where's there we go. Just weathered like an old paint job with the Sandman. Five days seems nice and doable. I am not going to boost this. In fact, I think I'm going to let it cook. Yeah. This seems... That's fine. It's fine. It's very early game. I feel like it's still softballing at me. Softballs have spikes on them, but they're softballs.
Sky Ranger in position for deployment.
Thank you very much. All right, let's finish contact.
West Asia.
I hope you are. We need some of that. You were really great in the last mission. Nice. All right, I don't know what this does in Long War, so we'll find out. I mean, I have an idea.
Word is we've got a new trick or two available, Commander. Maybe we should give them a try.
Unlike vanilla, your operatives can fail covert actions. Risk of failure is reduced based on the ranks of the soldier in the op. Higher the ranks, lower the risk. Also, the risk of ambush increases the more covert actions are completed without being ambushed. Risk is reset once one is ambushed. Oh, that's fascinating. So one will be ambushed eventually, unless you get some ability to deal with it. Okay. I mean, I need to find the Templars, because then we'll get... Here we go. I'll get a resistance mech guard a Haven if we do this mission. I'm going to have to equip soldiers to go fight. I really want to do this. It's 6 days. Can I equip them from here? There's a small risk of assault, but there's still a risk. Let's send Fragi. And... two assaults. Yeah, I kind of like that idea, actually. No, you know what? I might need an assault. Let's... With such a small chance of getting ambushed, sending a rookie is probably not a terrible idea. We've got two gunners. Let's send Larplet, just in case. Just in case. I need to roll really badly to actually have an issue on this. Okay. Good luck. Get us a robot, you two.
We'll get the job done. Don't worry, Commander.
Yes. Nice. You're going to get us a robot that we can use, and of all people to send, if I send you, I know whatever robot you bring back, I can trust. Because if anyone's not going to, like, only the most trustworthy robot would be the one you bring back, right? Only the most trustworthy one. Okay. That's still that pinning upgrade, right? Oh, and photos. Okay. All right. Another resistance haven. Look. We have a massive flying fortress, reverse engineered alien tech, and a lot of really crazy people with guns. You should work with us.
Long live the resistance.
Just like that. New income, 0 supplies. Sweet. Okay, hang on here. Oh, there's only 4 here. Huh. They're going to need an advisor. Echo, have a good night, friend. Now, thanks for hanging out with us. I guess this is not the place I should be spending because... Okay, it's in the new area. We're going to get an engineer. I could really use an engineer. The Resistance have placed low-range motion detectors throughout the AO, hooked into your squad's comms. Your soldiers will be able to detect enemy units that are out of line of sight. That's fucking awesome. I mean, these light fights have been pretty good for us. So, Echo... Oh, I'll have to promote Moonu finally. Alright, Moonu. I think I'm going to go with Roust, because I wouldn't ordinarily take it, and why not be experimental when we know this is a learning game. Let's see what that's like. I think I might like it. Very situational, but I think I'm going to enjoy it. Ren, you're good as is. Echo, let's give you a couple of rookies. There's a null reference. Look how dapper we are. And... pop a perp. This seems okay to me. Rin, I'm going to give you a med kit, actually. So we have one of those. Yeah, I like this. It's fine. Good luck. Unlocking a new region, providing STR is strength less than... Strength is workable. Strength is less than 5. Strength meaning enemy presence. Is that what that means? You do want to scan at that haven to find the missions. Most missions generate in that region the moment you finish contact. Oh, okay. Interesting.
I suppose since that worked, we might as well keep it up, Commander.
We have a resistance mech. Alright, I would like you to find the Templars now. But now I need a sergeant to do that. There are no sergeants available. Got it. Half chance of failure, almost 20% chance of ambushed. Okay, so this one, intel gathering, is our best bet, huh? We'll put... That's a 20% chance to get jumped, so I want people who can deal with being jumped. We just set Fragi and Larplet up for that, so we'll just send them out again. Oh, the failure chance drops when I put people in there. Oh, of course. I could send one if I really wanted to. I see what Longworth's telling me. Okay. Ambush is 18. So actually this is, I mean, it's pretty equivalent. Okay. I could use supplies. I could use supplies. Let's actually send them out for this one. Fragile and Larplet are running amok without any supervision. Bring me stuff. No bodies.
Covert is our specialty. Let's just hope your people can keep up.
Leftovers are great. Quesadillas and Sicken. I like it. Shakan? El pollo? I only know 2 words for chicken, so that's it. I can't, like, rattle off other languages. I don't know them. I don't want bodies, friend. That's not the... I want supplies to feed people.
The commander running things.
Build
I've
things.
got plenty of time to focus on learning to fly this boat.
From what I've seen.
I mean, my most recent ambush in Covert Infiltration was really fucking fun, to be fair. What do we got? Large map. Free captured rebels. If I free resistance personnel, they're going to go back to my haven, right? They're not going to come on board, right? They don't count against they don't count against my people because I'm pretty freaking tight. My barracks is almost full. Thank you. Okay. Really large area operations.
Setting course for Sector 5, India.
Holy heck, that's a lot of people. We have over 19 terminals to extract, huh? Okay. I won't be able to do it with the other team's too big, that's why. Okay, let's... I won't be able to do this. Even with a boost. It's at 5 days and it expires in 4 days. I can't do this mission. Oh no, I can't... I won't be able to get it to 100. But I can still launch the mission. I might just have an additional pack. Is that right? Like there might be one more pod? We'll see. I mean, it'll tell me before I actually launch like how bad it is. So let's go ahead and set up a team. Gamers, grumpers. We need a Thades babies. All right. Who can we send on this team? Oh my gosh, really? Uh-oh. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Babies is right now. I was thinking the same thing as I made the name. Shit. Yuki might not actually be in the game yet. Like, you may not have spawned in the original roster. There are limits on how many people actually get to spawn in. Yeah, Bees is in there. I mean, it can't hurt to set the team up to infiltrate. Yeah, it can, because then I won't have these folks for other missions. I feel like this is a mistake. I'm going to let this one slide. I'm going to let this one slide. If I launch you now, I might be able to take that other mission. Alright, get that package. I guess my hope is that we can turn this mission over and then I can build the team out of these folks if they're not too fatigued. Or wounded. And then... and then send another one out. And make it on a boost. But I'm not going to send a squad of almost all rookies and a single sniper. That's just crazy talk. Recover item and data cache. Okay. Yeah, my character pool is large enough that not everyone in the pool gets to come into the game right away. You might actually be in the recruitment list that could recruit you. You might be in the black. You might be in a rescue mission.
Charges are in place at the target. Move to disarm and extract the package before its contents are destroyed.
Okay, Bradford, thank you. I see a roof. It's in the center of that building, huh? Okay, great. What do we got? We got Lost, Big Harry, Quinny, and myself, and Ceci is essentially a sniper. Well, I'm a rookie. I will lead the charge, I guess.
Position confirmed.
Oh, Ceci, your movement's really great.
Estoy en marcha.
Copy that.
Fine. But if I get killed, it's your fault.
That's Quinn's voice? Quinn? What the fuck voice pack is that from?
Overwatch.
I'm pretty sure I uninstalled the more annoying voice packs, but I mean, they would have started that, so. Quinn. I'll fix your voice, Quinn. I know what the hell that's all about. I didn't definitely, that wasn't a voice I assigned for sure. Alright, let's check this building and then take the roof.
Into position.
Nice.
Marchando.
Moving.
Go, go, go!
Heading out.
Could have jumped that wall. I don't know why I'm being
Affirmative, covering now.
getting my cardio here.
Overwatch.
Enemy movement
Oh
ahead.
god, that voice is so annoying. It's like not mixed appropriately with the rest of the voices. That's why I can avoid that shit. All right, Ceci, we're gonna not dive you deep into the roof just in case there's something up here. Nice. Lost, you are gonna dive deep into the roof because there's nothing up there.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Affirmative.
Oscar Mike. Wait, does Oscar Mike mean yes, sir? Shit. Whatever.
Wow, you're right out of the 90s, buddy.
On it.
Oh, I guess. I'll go. Fine.
Todo cubierto. Overwatch. Hey, ¿habéis oído algo?
Don't worry, Ceci, it'll be okay. Of course.
Enemigo a la vista. Affirmative. Moving out.
Rolling out.
Alright, we're gonna... You can see that robot from here, huh? Okay. We're gonna hustle you. I don't want to break cover for a single robot.
Roger that.
Recibido. Explorando. Roger. Got my eyes on.
I had just made battle scanners in Covert Infiltration before we switched over to this mod, and so I keep asking myself, why the fuck don't I have my battle scanners? I restarted the game, that's why. Alright, Lost, why don't you spot on that corner, please? Give us a good view of this courtyard, alley, street, whatever the hell this is. That's the facility. I can't see the second floor from here yet, so I don't know if there's an egress on the top or not. Yeah, why don't you hop down and have a look?
Rolling.
Nothing. All right, Quinny.
Moving to designated position.
Me.
Okay.
Cecia's squad site. I'm actually going to overwatch the whole team. I'm not going to move Lost again because my Overwatch power is really lost. I want Lost on Overwatch if at all possible because when she opens fire, she'll actually do damage. The rookies won't do that. There we go. Couldn't tell if that was a trooper or a sentry. Shadow the Hedgehog in Metal Gear. That freaking robot just broke a window on a standard fucking patrol. Is there someone in that bar? Oh, the robot is flooding that room with detection. It might come out and find us. That's fascinating. I guess we're going to cross the street now as quickly as we can to avoid getting spotted by that robot before I'm ready. We're going to take up positions here. And I guess here near this pile of trash and ATM. Whatever that terminal is. After this short break. Short break, what will I do? I'm going to get up and stretch my legs a little bit because I haven't done that all stream. You should do that too. Stretch your knees out a little bit. Flex. Fill your water vessel again if you need to. Maybe take a second to text someone that's awesome you haven't talked to in a while. Tell them they're awesome. Because I think we all should do that more. I'll be back in a minute and a half. Nothing interesting is going to happen. I will literally not be at my keyboard. It's going to be okay. I'll be right back. I see that chaos has ensued in my absence. It's all falling apart. Subtle thunder in the background's kind of nice, actually. All right, Quinny, you're on point.
I didn't come out here to sightsee.
Yes,
When
you
we
did.
get to shoot something.
Fascinating. We gotta give up our height advantage.
Moving to designated coordinates. Moving on target location.
Vamos a movernos.
Oh, shit!
Nos han descubierto.
That one fucking corner. I don't... How, though? Hang on, you... That's really frustrating. So, she hopped down here. And for whatever reason, the spill went over there. Glitchy fucking maps. Fine. Everyone's flanked. We're gonna have a bad time right now. We've only activated drones, though, so that's kind of nice. And they can only stun us.
That armor's
Don't worry about it. Rookie Dills. One down.
That's how it's done.
Thanks, Ceci. Oh, wow. Grace, that's not good. Lost has height advantage. Take it out. Holy heck, really? 80% game, yeah? Queenie, you need to move because you were in spotting range of those enemies. Okay, they came in anyway. Yeah, you're going to stun the person who's flanked. That's actually smart, of course. Okay, we've got Lost still a height advantage, but she's in light cover, which is not the greatest. We have a rocket. Did I not bring a rocket in this mission? I have grenades. What the move to take advantage of that flashbang, but that's doable. Well, Quinn, you wanted to shoot stuff, right? Kill it. Almost. What am I carrying? What is that? Render a nearby stunned, panicked, or disoriented ally unconscious. Why would I do that? Killed the surveillance drone.
By the numbers.
Oh, says he can move. And your aim's not that bad, actually. That's good damage. Hang on, Lost. Not just yet. Flashbangs aren't perfect.
Sure thing.
But I have enough folks in light cover anyway. I don't want to risk it.
Here, catch.
Lost doesn't have a flank here. You will have a flank there. Let's take it. Good damage. Range and flashbang. That's really good for us. Yep, I saw that coming. That's different. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. $65 is not the best odds I've ever had. Might be time to blow some people up here. Lost is going to be okay there for at least a turn. But the rest of my folks are not in the best cover to even offer support. And we're kind of locked down. We can't move. We can if I grenade this punk. Can I get both of them? I mean, that does damage cover, technically. I don't have any other grenades from here, right? That's my option. I'll just do that, just to get the Overwatch out of the way, so I can move.
Catch.
Do some incidental damage to that cover, because other fire going in there might also damage it and blow it up. Yeah, if they're dead, they can't Overwatch. I'll take that.
I didn't come out here to sightsee. When do we get to shoot something?
Why don't you go ahead?
Heading out.
That's not great odds. Can you flashbang from here? Negative. Sassy, I'm not really sure what you can do here. Can you flank from there? That's worth it. Oh, that's great odds. Oh, come on, game. Are you kidding me? Wow. He's probably going to take a shot at someone in low. Oh, he's going to run. And I'm going to kill him straight up. Fair enough. Did I really get out of that with no injuries? I'll take it. Whole chicken in a can? I am so confused. What did I miss in chat? Why are we talking about canned chicken?
I'm ready.
Oh, Lost is still stunned. That's what's going on. I want to run over there and see if I'm an extra I can like, do something about it.
Affirmative, covering now.
Overwatch.
We gotta hurry. Oh, okay. Lost is okay. There's a door right there. How do we get up? Pipe right there. Quinn, you're not here to sightsee, right?
No problem, Commander.
Not a big fan of dashing here.
I'm all over it.
Then let's get as far as I can from where I am. Gonna have Ceci go super stealth for a second here. Why is that going to break? Is it because you have to break the fucking window? Yeah, it is. Okay, go out that way. You are literally the next up the pipe, okay? Should have had Lost just bust through the window.
Move! Not a problem. Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Sure thing.
A little bit worried about what they're guarding that fucking thing with. Nothing, huh? Go ahead and get there. I want to see what's over there. Give me a turn to deal with it. Nothing. Perfect.
Absolutely.
Get ready for a breach.
Finally.
On my way.
No problem, Commander. Holding ground.
Got it covered. Something moved over there.
Yep, I'm sure.
Me han localizado. Objetivo avistado.
Lost, take the heavy spot right there.
Let's move already.
Wait, do we have to go through the building? I want to call for evac right now. Quinn, that'll be on you. Yeah, sure.
This is Firebrand. Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
On my way.
No one. Says he can actually almost fucking get there in one move, but not quite one move. Says I want you to steady your aim. You're actually going to just be on Overwatch. I'll go get it.
Getting it done.
I didn't come out here to sightsee. What do we get from your side?
A little tired of that line, not gonna lie. Lost has to reload.
I'm on it. Enemy activity.
Yeah, they're above us. I'm hoping they don't patrol down.
Absolutely.
All right, bust it.
Let's see if I have access.
You better. Sure, take the roll. Why not? I have not played Stellaris. No, I went back and forth on Stellaris for years, honestly. I don't think I have that kind of game in me anymore. I played so much Master of Orion, Master of Orion 2 when I was a kid. Like tons and tons and tons of it, and lots of Civilization over the years, and Galactic Civ for a little while. I think I'm just kind of like, I think I'm personally burned out on those titles.
We're through. I've got the 1-5. Status confirmed. The charges are inactive and the
But it does look pretty awesome.
Eliminate any remaining hostiles near the AO.
Oh, that's just Bradford. We don't actually have to do that.
Move in.
Tired of waiting around.
Heading out.
Can I... That was my whole turn. Got it.
Hi, yo boy. On Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
Holding ground.
Quiet. Do you hear something?
Yes, I do. And they're onto us.
I've got eyes on advent troops. The flank of my...
Chill out. We're fine.
Come on.
There's a whole lot of Overwatch you all missed. All right, one more turn until evac arrives. Who's got a grenade right now? Quinn is flanked. Can you get a grenade up there? Yeah, how you feeling about a trick shot right now? That's a pretty good trick shot. You get all three of them? Without getting sassy. No, that's okay. I'm not really interested in them anyway. I want these two. Yeah, hit them. Through the window. And it blew the floor out. Awesome. Fucking awesome. Okay. Overwatch is broken. Can I see that punk? Give me Thades. There's the dad.
Heading out.
I'll try it from here. That's all I got for odds, really. We'll take it.
What did you expect?
All right, Lost. How do you feel about killing a sectoid? Yeah, you get right in its face. You stick that massive gun right in its fucking mouth. And you tell it to say, ah. That'll do.
You can't handle me. Gonna need
No, there are a few who can. There it is. All right, Quinny, keep watch.
On Overwatch.
Copy to my people. Cavalry's here. This is Firebrand. It's time to go.
All right, can we all get out?
Location confirmed.
Furthest runs first, just to make sure we can, in fact, make it.
Solid copy.
You only have to miss the boundaries one time in your entire XCOM career to never do that again.
Got it. Move in.
Hey, Sweaty.
We got it. We can evac everybody. There it is, evac all.
Me voy. This is Firebrand. Packages
You know, I bet you playing Stellaris in easy mode would be a really fucking good time. I think it'd be really, really fun. Really, really, really fun on easy mode. Planetoids pack. Oh, diplomatic. So that's why I kind of like some of those games. Like, the reason I enjoyed Galactic Civ when I played it was it let me do a culture victory for the first time. And I had this aura of how cool my culture was. Thank you very much, Rin. I would fly my ships in, and my pop stars were so awesome, the enemy armies would just turn because I'd say, yeah, you know what? Fucking Britney Spears is on the ship, buds. You want to, like, hang out with the Britney? She'll sign your autographs. You can, like, you know, play some cards with literal Britney fucking Spears. And the commanders were like, and we just got lots. That's how I won. And it was, the entire map was just covered in my fortresses, which were literally just malls. I enjoyed that. That was a unique way to win. That's a pretty good shot, just as it is. Let me turn myself a little bit. Oh, it's a thumbs up times. Oh, that's not right. Text. Baby game for babies. Baby game for babies. Three major rehauls of the game. Yeah, they've done a lot of work on that game, yeah.
All
Right, Beardless?
therapy clinics will be closed tomorrow for equipment upgrades. Initial reports
Closed for equipment upgrades because I blew up the old equipment. Is that what you're trying to tell them?
have been dismissed as radical propaganda.
Yeah, it's a lie. So what do we get?
We really put a hurt on the aliens this time, Commander. They won't forget it.
Quinny's a technical. We're going to fix Quinny's voice in a second. All right, Sassy, what can we get for you now? 2 damage. Ignore if this. That's so fascinating. Throwing knives get another damage. I might use throwing knives if they did 1 more damage, honestly. And kills give a knife charge. Total combat. Move faster. Aim a little bit better. Throwing a grenade doesn't end the turn anymore. Grenades have no cooldown. You can throw grenades 3 tiles further. Radius is increased. Holy crap! Says he just becomes a grenadier, essentially. That's fascinating. I want to use the knives, though. Let's do the knives, because I want to see how those can be good. What am I? I'm a ninja again. Sweet. Into it. Alright, remember to fix Quinn's voice. I don't know what's going on with that voice. What is that? I have no income. Thank you. Thank you, that'll be all. Alright, Quinn, where are you at?
Maybe once this is all over, we should take this ship and go colonize one of their planets.
We've got Advent here. Seems, dude. We've got the gear.
What's over there?
3.
Just don't make any noise. Here I come. Can't get through. Got it. Weapons empty. Can't engage. We've got a new suitor. See you around. It's blocking me out. Let's go. This does not look good.
Sure. I do accept that Quinn is intense. That's fine. We got a little bit older. We are deeper in debt. I got a chunk of intel. I don't know what that lead's all about. It hasn't told me yet. What are you telling me on the bridge? Oh, I discovered a lead I needed for my mission. Got it. Sure.
Avenger plotting new course.
I'll take a soldier. Hopefully it's not a rookie. What do we got? Mission expires in a day. That'd be a no. Lance Corporal Kaisan-san. Well, welcome to the team. If you are not yet in XCOM and would like to redeem now to get in, I have a rookie. I can make a U. This one expires in 7 days. And there's extra gear, extra loot. And I have enough. I think I have enough intel that I can boost on it, and it wouldn't be so bad. I got you, illogical. Sure. Fair enough. Okay. Yep, I'll have to boost, but that's okay. I could send this whole fucking team. There's no reason to send this many people. Let's see what we can do with an actual team here. Oh, you don't want to play with me that way? That's fine. You are another technical. Got it. Okay, soldier. First name, Akil. Last name. Last name, logical. Code name, illogical. He knows how this ends, and he's here for it. What flag would you like, friendo? Most of my viewers are US of A or Canada, so those are the two flags I'm most used to. But y'all can be anywhere on the planet. I don't know where you're from. I do not know. I got you. All right, let's do the spinny do. Brace thyself. Oh my gosh. That hat, though. Let's do it again. We have a couple people with that mask. No one with this mask. Man, the resistance stuff always comes in. It's so fascinating. You actually just got a black gun on random. That never happens. There we go. Now we're talking. I like that head. The hair and the masks work together really well. That's good. Alright, let me make sure that the torso lines up and stuff here. You don't need a sneaking suit. Let's find something a little more standard XCOM. Where's the... There we are. Arms work. The dress pants clashing. Oh, there's all WA. There you go. Let's get that purple going. Yeah, logical. It works out. Nice. Sure, let's actually go full medic with you. Okay, so... And you might be hacking, huh? So Rin's actually the hacker. Hang on, let's see what we can send here. Let's get... That's so fascinating. They stay in their squads. Never had a game like that before. Yeah, I don't want to send gamers out as is, because then we won't get... Let's send them out, but we're going to send out some rookies instead. I don't need Michael and Sassy. Lost, you just went. Who else we got for firepower? Do we have anyone else for firepower? Maybe I don't. Alright, take it back. Lost is going. I want Rin. Rin is... Let's get Rin on the squad here. Oh, I'm a Shinobi. Okay. So I can roll and be the stealth spotter and level it up. The infiltration is so low, I may as well send more folks just to guarantee it's good. Oh, Rin, are you on a mission right now? Rin is... Oh, Rin's out. Alright, Logical, you're in then. I need you. I need someone with a hackbot for range breaking that thing. That still works, I hope. We'll find out. Alright, so we'll take Lost. We'll take Big Harry, Sarah, and myself. And let's send one rookie. Who gets to go? Hugh, you're at the top of the list. Here goes Hugh. Okay, let's... Why you came with no equipment? Let's give you some stuff. Full medic, I said, right? I dig that. Illogical, what's your opinion on pistols? Can you give me a little bit of a tiny spoiler on it? So, like, I assume adding pistols to everybody just increases infiltration time. Is it like XCOM 1 where I can, instead of reload, switch to the pistol for a short-range, quick weapon so I can still fire something? Like, what's the benefit of a pistol in the game without the, like, class mods I can get for them later? All right, well, I'll do the ad time. I may as well, or I'll give you time to answer the question. Let me... Oh, we got it. Something you're noticing, these weapon mods you have, how it changes upgrades without config changes, they won't work past this tier. Yeah, that's correct. They won't work past this tier. That's right. X can let me use them. I'll keep in the tiers. I thought about doing that. Instead, what I'm going to do is just use whatever Long War gives me, because it has an additional weapon tier, right? It's got four tiers instead of 3 and stuff. And I just want to, like, I'll let the game override my, like, conventional ballistics with its fancy stuff with the actual skins that they expect me to use, and I'll learn them that way, and then I'll overskin them. Pistols are bad. Okay. Interesting. Why are they in the game? That makes me want to experiment with them. Maybe next learning game when I know I'm going to lose. All right, I'll be right back, everybody. Go stretch your legs. Fill your water glasses. Turn off pre-rolls. Oh, wait, that's on me. I got it. I'm still here. I'm just not going to do anything interesting while we're waiting. I should probably drink some water, since I suggested you all drink water. Water's good for you. Will you two stop? What are you hissing at each other about? I got some angry cats here. I don't know what they're angry about. They got treats. Different method to get interesting. I mean, pistols were so vital in XCOM Enemy Unknown, Enemy Within, and Long War. Like, there were definitely moments where the pistol made the difference, right? And I guess I appreciate them adding pistols to the game like this, so everyone can take a sidearm. I wish I understood why we have sidearms. Mod Jam Plus pistols have a lot more value. Interesting. What's Mod Jam Plus? Oh, it's a further long. You just said further long overhaul of Long War. Ha. Okay, so we got Hugh good to go. I don't think I'm missing anything. I think this is totally fine. close range firepower, long range firepower, and shenanigans, which we need. I don't have a lot of... Oh, I have explosives. I got Yeti. All right, let's do it. Magic Plus's collection brings everything else you might want. Spent over a year bringing aliens, weapons, tech, missions, anything you might find.
5 by 5.
Nice. Fair enough. Well, fair enough. Sounds good, though. Okay. Well, that's doing stuff. I mean, is there any reason for me not to make contact with another thing early?
Incoming message for you, Commander.
What's up?
Get through to your quarters now.
I had high hopes for the Resistance under your leadership, Commander, and you have outdone yourself.
We have received intel regarding the aliens' current activities. If the Resistance can detect the source of these ops, we can conduct operations to stop them. Okay. Each month, the Resistance factions can be assigned orders, which will provide bonuses. As XCOM gains influence with factions, additional orders will become available, and they'll be able to complete more orders per month. Okay.
My Reapers are up for taking on some additional orders.
This is the second game now. I haven't seen a single mission with Lost in it. It's really getting a little bit weird. I don't have any mods affecting the Lost, and I have not seen a mission with the Lost in it yet. In either Covert Infiltration or... I mean, this is only the second day, to be fair. I'm just so used to the very first mission having Lost in it so often. Good night, Bees. It was really great seeing you again. FL3? What's FL3? That's too much. That's too bad that they're rare. I like Lost. The headshot mechanic's been removed? Oh. Advanced tech level. Got it. Okay. The Resistance contact. Wait, do I have to do anything to put those orders into play?
Commander, we currently have no new supplies coming in. We'll need to seek out new means of replenishing our resources.
You're not wrong, Bradford. Order are enabled at campaign start. A second wave option, okay. I see.
Our people seem to work well together, Commander.
Great. Good job, you two.
We might take the Elders by surprise if we switch up our tactics. Maybe we should try something new.
I would really like a sergeant, please and thank you. I don't have one of those yet. I mean, forming a soldier bond makes a lot of sense because they are going on missions constantly. Let's send them out there together. That's the Fragi. That's the Larplet. 1 in 4 chance they run into some action. Good luck, YouTube.
I'll order my people to get underway immediately.
Removing the screen for them wasn't possible, sadly. Oh, that's fascinating. Oh, okay, I see. So that's essentially just a bug in the game now because it doesn't represent anything that can be used. That's too bad. I kind of like that part of the game. I mean, it was the most board game element of what is otherwise an implicit board game, right? The game is 2 board games. Yeah, that's true for sure. What do we got? They are vulnerable into it. Oh, this is the one where I have, like, I've got eyes everywhere. That's really neat.
We just got word from the spokesman. Apparently the aliens have captured a VIP of critical importance to the resistance effort, and they'd like us to handle the rescue operation. We'll need to lock down the area, free the VIP, and evac the target as quickly as possible.
Did we really just find a city that's unguarded? Is that what you're telling me?
Menace 1-5, we have a confirmed location for the VIP. Move to rendezvous. Eliminate all hostile contacts.
I don't trust the voice lines. But, like, there's just not a lot of people here. There's only 7 to 9, right? Where is the VIPs in that structure? Okay. Hmm. "40 turns until a forced retreat." Okay, interesting.
Moving to designated position.
Oh, already, huh?
Patrol on the move.
Fascinating. Echo, you're gonna love this.
I'm all over it. Moving to position.
That should be okay. You're in stealth. I'm not too worried about you procking anything weird around a corner or anything.
Stepping off.
Oh, that was a bit of a mistake, but we are okay. We're okay.
Eyes on the prize.
Overwatch.
Yeah, not me running one tile to the right on the second to last move in a turn.
Confirmed. I've got enemy movement here.
Shit. Okay.
Heading there now.
I mean, I wouldn't mind picking a fight with that thing right now. Cover here is not amazing, though. Not even a little bit. I guess they might go up the pipe, in which case there's no reason to engage them here right now, and I'll take the robot in the street, which is a much easier ask.
Order confirmed. On the move.
Yeah, there you go, Papa Perp. Don't let Rin be lonely.
Affirmative. Moving out.
All right, I'm not going to pick a fight yet.
Moving to Overwatch. Eyes on the prize.
I'm on it.
Are they going up? Yes, they are. Interesting. Now that bot might ruin my fun. Fascinating.
Orders confirmed.
Oh, that's really great, Rin. You can actually spot the sectoid from there, huh? No, you can't. But I know where they are, because I want to do something really mean to them. Yeah, closer for that shot, huh? All right, Echo, why don't you... Don't move to the right. I don't know where that robot is. They might actually be spilling vision out of the... out of there. Wait, I have sit rep, right? I should be able to see the robot. There it is. Yeah, in fact, it might see me if I get too close to that window. Okay. That could straight up miss. Kill civilians. But that's a lot of blown up shit.
Firing rocket.
I know, it's too exciting.
We're busted.
Complete fucking miss. It would have been really great. Oh, Rin, you on point's not my favorite. Do. Can always flashbang if I got it, I guess.
On your order.
That's gonna be okay. We will deal with my mistake because it's more fun that way. You might kill on a walk fire. Sure, why not?
I skirted him.
I'm grazing all the time. I might want to have one flashbanger if I'm just gonna fight in light cover like that. Sure, go ahead. Great damage.
C'est un peu léger.
That's okay.
I got nothing.
Need a light?
Sectoid might mind control someone, right? I don't know. Actually, I don't know what sectoids do. I've killed them pretty quickly so far. We're going to find out. Got some crazy psychic lightning bolt or some rocket launcher for all I know. Interesting. Activation.
It's inside me.
It's going to be alright, I think. I did learn, however, in covert infiltration, that under no circumstances can I trust a flashbang to protect us. Rouse will one-shot that asshole. So I'm going to do that. Got no Overwatch to worry about, Ren. I am worried. I'm very worried about what Echo can do if I can't deal with that. I don't think Flashbang breaks mind control anymore. It used to.
Let's move already.
I am wondering... Perp has a flashbang. Alright, well, we're going to try a flashbang. Because who else has a flashbang? That can use it right now. You do. Echo's also got a flashbang. I can flashbang Echo. Who's going to flashbang Echo? I have two usual flashbangs. One's on you. And Papa Perp. Okay, so Papa Perp will flashbang that schmuck if I have to. Let's flashbang this schmuck and see if I'm remembering correctly. It worked. Alright. Panic resolved. Echo, hose that robot down with bullets. I want to try again.
Hit the armor.
You have to move closer, no.
Moving to position.
You know, in grenade form. Oh, no, not again. Not again, not this game.
No problem,
Yeah, you get stunned, which I'm not excited about. But I'm pretty excited about this. There it is.
They won't last long.
Nice, Perp. Perfect. All right, so that was not my best play ever, but it looks like it turned out all right. We'll see what Sectoid does on his own. Hey, Illogical, thanks for hanging out with us, friendo. It's nice seeing you. Take care. The Sectoid panicked because of how badly that turn went, huh?
Here I come.
All right, Ren. Let's get that flank shot. Good damage.
J'avance.
I would very much like a sectoid body, I'm not going to lie.
I'm going.
Oh, so close, yet so far.
Ready to rock.
Sure, why not? Let's just throw a lot of bullets at him.
Not good.
20%, no. Get closer, no. How about that? No. You're going to overwatch then? Go ahead, Perp.
Dégâts superficiels.
Damn.
Negative damage.
Come get some.
I've got eyes on admin troops.
What do we got here? Shit, engineer.
They're trying to pull back.
Come on. Damn.
Not even close.
Damn it! Find some cover. Admin forces sighted.
Oh, boy. We are going to have to... Actually, we can advance and take the building. The building walls would be good for cover.
Finally.
I don't know about how you're feeling about being on point there. Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's a dead sectoid.
Bien sûr. En route vers la cible.
This could get really bad. Because reinforcements are about to touch down.
I can handle that. Hard target. Minimal damage.
Absolutely.
Come on, I go kill it. Thank you.
By the numbers. I'm on it.
Where is the engineer? Not liking that. Okay, Ren's going to be tanking. I'm not a big fan of that either. Keep your head down.
I can't move.
I kind of saw that coming, Yeti. I'm so glad that's how that schmuck played that. I don't mind control again. That's getting really boring.
He's in my. I can't stop it.
Oh, no reference. Why is your aim always randomly terrible?
Taking fire. Can't think.
Hang in there. Who's got flashbangs? I see 1, 2 flashbangs. Perfect. You're going to have to advance Papa Perp to really take advantage of that, looks like. You can't. Is there anywhere to advance to? Yes. Kind of. Marin's not going to count as a flank.
Seems doable.
So step in there. Okay, Muno can also flashbang, so let's sit on that. Maybe Purple Perp can do something else. Echo, you can't do anything from here. I need you to be able to
Ready to engage.
hunker and fire, so hang out there for a second. No, hold your ground. You're going to take a pot shot at something, I feel like. What are we going to shoot at? No, no. I mean, you might kill the trooper. Go for it. No worries.
Shot wide.
You can't flame her anyway. Okay.
Need a light?
Yeah, do that. I mean, your rocket would have been much better here, but, I mean, let's be real, you probably would have missed it too. You're also going to have to flashbang the engineer, Perp.
Je me dirige vers la position. Flashez-les!
And we're going to use the fact that they're all stunned to take some ground really fast. Right? Who makes the most sense to do that with? Can't be you.
Heading out.
Really fast may not be an option for me. I use a lot of the team to even make that possible. Okay. This to be a slugging match, or can I get someone on a flank? Yes.
Good to go.
If there's someone in that building, we're in big trouble. Nice.
That was close.
It's the flashbang and range versus that mark. Whoa.
Incoming over here.
Did you leave that unit on purpose for me to take a flank shot at in order to soak the to discourage me from moving? Or is that just coincidence? Who's on Overwatch? The sectoid is. I'll take a 70% chance at making that go away.
That didn't do much.
It wasn't supposed to do much. I was supposed to turn that off. Echo, why did your turn end? Oh, walk fire takes your whole turn? That's not okay. Ren, I want you to aid protocol Echo because Echo just did that. Echo was going to shoot and hunker. But walk fire took that away from him for some reason. Alright, kill the trooper.
You can't handle me. Toss me some ammo.
Getting it done.
Take some ground, Null.
Bien compris. J'y vais. Oh, ouais.
I'm not really a fan of how this is feeling, I'll be honest.
I'm all over it.
Marked Ren again. Shit.
Didn't feel good.
Keep your head down, Rin. Oh, no.
What's going on?
Okay. That's not a grenade. I'll take that. How many hit points does a zombie get? That's not great.
I'll just go do that then.
Hang in there. Will you unbug so I can see my troopers, please? Thank you.
On the move.
I'll take that 50% chance.
Enemy is still up.
Munu.
Whatever you say.
Munu has a flamethrower. Which I was expecting to do a little bit more. Alright, fine. Light those two up.
Prepping flamethrower.
Do you have a... Yeah, you do. You have a med kit, too. Oh, you can't. You're disoriented. Interesting. Okay.
I'm ready.
I was hoping to protect Munu. Though that unit's on fire, so the unit's going to burn. Should mean it's okay.
Not a problem.
Oh, they can't quite reach for a stun. Damn. I feel like that's not going to actually set the car to blow up. I'm going to try it. It will blow the car up. Fucking yes. Oh, yeah. That's way better. Thanks, Thades Anvil. Yep, walk fire with the sectoid. Thank you. Feeling like I almost have control of this. The officer agrees. They're falling back. All right, Rin, heal yourself, please. You're going home. Ooh. All right, with that cliffhanger, let's do our last ad break of the evening. It's a minute and a half to turn pre-rolls off. You all know the drill. Take some sippies, tab to another stream, and tell them that they're cool too. I'll be back in a minute and a half, during which nothing interesting will happen. I think I successfully hid my burp from folks that, you know, aren't subscribed and are seeing ads now. Hopefully you all walked away from keyboard, because I suggested you do for self-care. And that means that you, that means that you didn't have any idea that I burped. Why would you know? You have no reason to know, right? Just a singular secret. One tiny secret just between you and me. No one else. Let's say yes. Yes, Ren, it does count. Absolutely. I'm so glad you asked, because I'm really excited to have an opportunity to answer that exact question. I'm excited to see how this concludes. That mission went and that was 9 turns. It felt like more. Oh, itch now. Oh, solved. All right, Rin. You can see, but it's not a great angle.
Je me déplace.
Munu's got eyes on the punk.
I can handle that.
I feel like we're just going to put a lot of metal at him because there's not much else we can do.
On your order.
There we go. Oh, it blew the cover. Munu, that's all you. Nice kill.
How about that? Gonna need to reload soon.
That is interesting, Rin. Thank you. Fascinating.
Let's do
All right,
this.
get up there with Null. Echo, it's time for you to catch up to everybody.
Good to go. I've got the loot here.
Affirmatif. Je couvre la zone. More of them coming in.
Yeah, I know. Second story prison. That's fascinating. What's the easiest way to breach second story? Right there. Null, you're on point.
Ready to go.
Everyone else is going to link up right there.
I'm going.
And we have a chance for everyone to reload.
On my way.
J'y vais. Ready to go. Locked and loaded.
I'm ready. On Overwatch.
Come get some.
Cover the flag.
Yeah, there it is. I'm really glad they waited that long. I see a sentry. And whatever that green unit is. Oh, it's a heavy. Suppression and you know, range. Damage.
Got advent here.
It's a problem.
Enemy is still up.
No, you hit! Oh, you hit the really important target, too. That's really fucking good. Oh, perfect. Give up your position. You had a really good spot. You could have flanked the sucker. Okay, I can walk fire kill that punk. And I want to flank that sentry.
Heading out.
Come on, no, it's up to you. Okay, good damage.
That won't do it.
Perp, let's give another rookie a kill. Good damage. There we go.
Cible liquidée.
And by walk fire is going to be killing, I mean it. Since walk fire is absolutely going to kill the... Yeah, it will. Well, I don't know about absolutely. I have a grenade is absolutely the kill. That's fine. Does someone have a grenade? Okay, Munu's actually the guarantee of death. So everyone else,
Tired of waiting around.
get out there and just... Oh, we have combat protocol too. Yeah, hose it down with bullets. A graze will... That'll do it too. Thank you.
Sure thing.
Okay, we're going with the pipe really soon.
Finally.
I don't know why Rin's on point. Rin just happens to be there.
Not a problem. I'm on it.
And we do have time, to be fair.
No problem, boss. Got it covered. Press en vigilance.
Overwatch.
Let's do this.
Heading out. Moving to position.
Je me dirige vers les coordonnées.
Up you go, everybody.
Seems doable.
We'll take this opportunity to reload.
It's killing time.
Back in.
En avant le massacre.
Does the whole team have to go into the building? The only way in that room is to... We have to run a loop around. Okay, so I kind of do want the whole team to go in. But it's not going to be Rin first. In you go, Nell. What a swanky office they're holding this person in.
Sure thing.
And I'll send Muno in too.
Whatever you say. Here I come.
Oh, God. Oh, no, it's okay. I thought I lost control and that meant contact with something.
Je confirme.
We're all right.
En vigilance. On Overwatch.
Affirmative. Covering now. Scanning.
Overwatch. They're bringing in reinforcements.
Got it. In which case, Muno, go back on the roof.
I'm going.
No, why don't you run around the corner? What's there?
I'm on it.
Great. And that means Echo, back up.
Absolutely.
Because the reinforcements are not going to materialize in the building unless Advent has something really surprising.
Scanning. Got it covered.
Okay. No, actually, Muno, this run's gone very well so far. Hopefully I didn't just jinx it thinking about it right now, though. One engineer, that grenadier can be a big problem.
On my way.
They're not active yet, though. That's really good.
Attempting to gate entry.
You'll be fine. You have that pad thing. It does the job for you. Yep, get the intel. Holy roll, Batman. No reference can't hit the broadside of a barn with his sidearm, but he is a hacker. There we go.
Got VIP in tow. Moving to evac.
Do not draw that fucking pod. Nice and sneaky.
On Overwatch. Affirmative. Covering now.
Covered.
Yeah, par là.
There's something out there.
They're on their way over here. LZ's over there. I'm gonna have to move the team so that the VIP and the folks can come up the ladder and sneak around.
Je rejoins la
Hopping
position.
the fence sounds pretty good.
I can handle that.
Echo, hold your ground right there, please. Yep, no. That's a great place for you to go. And you stick with the VIP. She's your best friend.
Something moved over there.
Here they come. That's why Echo's standing right there. Or Munu will just kill the idiot in cold blood.
Looks like they called in some friends.
That's fine. Who's our furthest runner? Echo. All right, Echo, go spot for us. Opaque walls. Sounds good. VAP, you're next. Stay with Echo. And Null, use the buddy system.
On the move.
Compris.
Oh, shit. Oh, it's because they're yelling. That's why. Okay, that's fine. Let them yell. I just don't want contact right now.
Solid copy. Affirmative.
Okay, no line of sight to us means they're not going to grenade us. I hope. Where are they putting those people? Oh, wow. They're not fucking around. They do not want me getting this engineer out of here. That sounds like they're climbing up to the roof. Because that's where we were. They don't know where we are right now. Why will you not run, Rin? Thank you. It would appear that way. Perp, you're next. One at a time, so we're not in each other's way. Mooney, you're next.
Getting it done.
Okay. Echo.
Getting it done.
Go as far as you can. VIP.
Good to go.
That was no, not the VIP. VIP, what are you doing? Hope you can hold a rope. Hook her up. No, let's get him out.
VIP secured.
Holy heck. Oh.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, Rin took a lot of fire there, which was a bit unfortunate, but you know, she's not dead. So we'll take that. We'll take that. Victory is assured. Are you sure? Hang on, Echo, you gotta kneel down so we can see the other app behind you. Oh, pardon me. Echo. Oh, that works. Look at everybody. And of course, the text needs to be, you know, valid and true. Dodo didn't die. Nice. Nice. Ooh. Oh, don't crash in my game.
Advent officials, recent attacks by dissident elements operating outside of the city centers have done little to slow the progress of Advent's ongoing development or outreach programs. Voluntary citizen emigration,
Which is why you didn't die, maybe? It's a reason, for sure. I'm so glad you didn't die. We're all glad.
If we keep this up, the aliens don't stand a chance, Commander.
Perfect. What'd you get? Oh, great. Grenadier. It's easy to hit things with grenades. I'm really glad that happened. That works out very well. Light them up. Oh, sweet. Another infantry. That worked out pretty well. Wow, 11 dodge. That's really good. And Rin and wishing our besties. Heck yeah. Manicore 1? No, that's not what I said. Besties. And gamers. Sick. Yes, I would love for you to begin excavating. Yeah, towards that power coil. Yes, please. Nice. 8 days work. Sounds like it's not so bad. Speaking of besties, Larplet and Fragi are about to come back from their getaway there. I still don't have a sergeant. You sure are, Yeti. I think I may have to actually cycle you in and cycle someone else out because you're not going to gain experience being there. And I don't have a sniper. You're my sniper. Let's see what I can do then. You know, I have to admit, I don't like that these are, like, they build to a known ambush quantity. That's a little bit silly. I liked when it was much more random feeling. It's still random, but I don't like the fact that it escalates. I wonder if I should stop doing them. Will they cool off if I don't? I feel like they won't cool off. Will you tell me? Right one. Tactical concepts, strategic concepts. No, huh? I have to look that up. Oh, if I'm not doing one, I'm not getting anything out of it.
We've constructed the ring facility, Commander, but currently we don't have any soldiers deployed on covert actions with the Resistance.
You really want me to do that, huh? I mean, to be fair, in the vanilla game, I sometimes wouldn't do this either for a little while. I really like Intel. Intel's good. You'll never guess who I'm going to send. Oh, I have to do the bond first, huh? Where is... There it is. I told you to not bring me corpses. I told you no corpses. I told you no corpses. There's their response. That's their picture. They're besties. All right, more intel. More intel. Get it.
We'll get the job done. Don't worry, Commander.
I don't control my brand, even in XCOM. You understand, Yeti. You understand better than most. What do you mean? I am so glad that Fragi and Larplet are friends in the game and in the real world as well. They didn't have to bring me a corpse when I explicitly said no corpses. No corpses. And that's what they brought me. A corpse. I was like, let's take a photo of you both to commemorate your friendship. And they're like, dope. Look what we got you, by the way. But it's dead. It can't be their friend if it's dead. He only brought, okay, that is a really gross misinterpretation of my remarks. Because it's not plural. Donato, what is happening with this ice cream joke? I'm so glad that you are committed to that in spite of everyone else giving me shit about my brand and corpses. Like Donato, meanwhile, I was like, I got this ice cream joke, everybody. I'm going to carry it through the entire chat. Just like Larplet and Fragi carried a fucking sectoid corpse into my base. All right, go get it. And they're not wrong. I was hungry. Hack the workstation. In the tunnels, huh? Yeah, Hibiko, that's fair. Chilled sectoid brain. No, thank you. I don't want that either. Enough to eat.
This is Avenger. The access point we're after is just ahead. Move to secure the area. Expect hostile resistance.
All right, Hugh, welcome to the team. A lot of ground to cover.
Moving on target location.
Fascinating.
Will do.
I'm all over it. On the move.
Okay, I stay behind because I don't... If the squad gets spotted, I do not get spotted.
Got it.
Everyone else is going to be up ahead of me.
I'm on it. Moving over.
And then after that, we'll swap off, and I'll go ahead because I'll still have stealth for spotting and scouting.
Got a group of hostiles over here.
All right, let's set up to enter there.
Affirmative. Moving out.
On my way.
Position confirmed.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Good to go.
Okay.
Watch. Scanning.
I did fix Quinn's voice, thank you, Yeti, but I also had to remove whatever mod added it.
Hostile targets in sight.
Holy heck, there's a lot of freaking robots. That's really high odds. That's great. Because I'm not detected yet. Is that what's happening? Hugh, why don't you step to the corner and get better eyes on what's happening? You can see that it's got that detection range, but he can't. That's interesting. That's also... This is our egress no matter what. Lost, why don't you take this corner, because if you do get spotted, at least you're in the spot I want you to be in. Okay.
Rolling.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't done another sweep for 28. I kind of want to upgrade to 28 because it's so awesome. And it's not like, I think most of the stuff I have would work, but it'll be easier if I wait a little bit longer. Like, I kind of just want to install it and keep rolling and not have to stop my production. And since most of the benefit I'll get out of it is, you know, I can tough it out without it for now. Yeah, it does seem really awesome. I am excited to get there. Okay. Lost, you may as well kill the thing.
Come on, we're in their sights.
Fascinating. Thanks, Sarah. That's what the shotgun's for. There is another one of those things. I swear there was another one.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm taking out the ground a little aggressively because, well, time is short.
Confirmed. On Overwatch. Got it covered. Not too shabby.
Playing dead is ignore pace. Okay, I am actually going to spot at this point because
Moving to designated position.
because I'm still invisible. Can I open that door right now? No.
Sure thing.
Okay, everyone else get in position to breach. It's not a very important breach. We can see through the windows.
Affirmative, moving out.
I can handle that.
Because of the wonderful things it does.
Affirmative, covering now.
Overwatch.
Ready to engage.
Hi!
Did you see that one?
I sure did. That's a dead trooper. Oh, you poor bastard.
Headed there now.
Sarah's got a shotgun. Oh, that's more aggro. Fascinating.
Got some goods here. Eyes on an advent position.
That's a lot of them. Oh, wow. I took the bait. Now, to be fair, the most dangerous one of them is the grenadier that Sarah's about to cap. Yep, they see me.
Got him.
I've got the loot here.
Don't worry. I'm going to blow them all to bits. I turned you off, friendo.
Heading out.
Oh, screw you, XCOM. XCOM, that's not where I fucking clicked. That's so annoying. Oh, gosh. All right, fine.
Fire in the hole.
Soft cover is better than nothing. That is 100% not where I clicked. I know better than to do that, clicking through another unit. But I did it. All right, Lost, where can I put you?
Tired of waiting around.
Yeah, you're going to suppress the sectoid so it doesn't do any psychic bullshit. Where can I put Hugh?
I'm going.
Hugh, you can open fire on that robot. No, you can't. Okay. Illogical can. Everyone's in heavy cover except for poor Big Hair. So we're actually going to aid Protocol Big Hair. That way they don't end up tanking. I'm gonna hold out for now. Dig in. Hey. That sucks. Interesting. Who'd you stun? Shit. The one with the shotgun, of course. Oh, I've got Revival Protocol because I have a medic. Go logical. Yeah, it's too close. Ignoring zombies is usually my play, but it was right in my face. Oh, nice shot. Perfect.
Ready to engage.
All right, Lost. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have you suppress the sectoid again. Who's overwatched? That punk is interesting.
On my way.
I don't know if I can actually hit a grenade through this because the wall's in my way. That is the case. I can smoke us. That's probably my best bet then.
Blasting that target.
I'm on it. Eyes on the prize.
Oh, I can't really smoke that many of us, huh? Oh, there it is. There it is. He was in heavy cover. And everyone else who's up close and personal has a lot of protection right now. I was really hoping that mind control could be suppressed. It can't be. I got flashbangs. We'll be alright. Yeah, the one who wasn't smoked took fire, but heavy cover saved the day. We're okay. Hang in there. I have an Overwatch. I'd rather not have to run the Overwatch. I'm going to have to run the Overwatch. Can you see the trooper? Lost, if you can see the trooper, you can suppress to remove the Overwatch.
Locked and loaded. Suppressing target.
Sweet. Fearless out, you're going to flashbang. Also a flank, double trouble. Right in the hole. Where is it? There it is.
Heads down.
Nice shot, big hair. Sarah could actually charge right in there and deal with the sectoid right now. That's a crazy move. Like, really crazy. That's how Sarah rolls, though. Sarah plays a lot of Dark Souls. You sure are.
Copy that.
Nice crit. Good night, sweet prince. Do not bring that body home. Ooh, rookie kill. Alright, logical. Let's get you up there. You can open fire on this punk too. You the last turn? I'm the last turn, technically. 40%. Overwatch to scare the crap out of him. I'm still invisible. Perfect shot. Nice work.
Copy that.
So glad I can get stuff through cover. That's kind of nice.
Seems doable.
Alright, we want to be careful about how far we run. We have another turn to go grab that thing.
Finally.
Got it.
Heading out. Got it covered.
Reloaded. On Overwatch.
I'm ready. Affirmative. Covering now.
Ready to rock.
That reloading's pretty vital because suppression with her has been everything. Oh, that was the second turn. Okay, go grab that.
Asset secure.
And go hop in that room with Sarah so you have some cover. Maybe I'll be able to remain invisible. Where's illogical? Did I accidentally overwatch you? I sure did. It's fine.
No problem, boss.
The turn changed over so fast.
On my way. On Overwatch.
I'm on it.
Come get more of them coming in.
Okay, I hear you.
Let's move already.
Illogical, my hope is that you can, you know, do it from here, can you? No.
Objective position confirmed.
Here I come.
Okay, team, stay together.
Not a problem. Moving to Overwatch. Overwatch.
Overwatch.
On Overwatch. Moving to Overwatch.
Hi, you three.
Got some advent here.
I see him.
Shot wide.
Wow, good shot. Holy heck. That's fine. Oh, game. What's going on? I was really confused about that. Sarah was like taking her sweet time. Fine. Speaking of sweet time, Sarah, do you have running gun up? Nice.
She can move. Got it covered.
Yeah, we're not comfortable with anyone here with grenades. Sorry. You're canceled. We cancel you.
Enemy eliminated.
That was what I was hoping you'd say.
Infiltrating their system.
Okay, you should actually have a bonus to, like, an actual real number here, right? You sure do. One new rebel joins. I kind of want the big one. I want the big one. A plus 10 would be so good. Oh, wouldn't have mattered. Damn. Hey, sometimes we roll low. What can you do? The good news is we have the package.
We've confirmed successful acquisition of the Advent files. Eliminate any remaining hostiles in the area.
Wait, you want me to... I need non-zero action points to call the Sky Ranger, huh?
Can I get an evac here?
This is Firebrand. Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
On Overwatch. I'm on it. I'm on it.
kind of spread out. Especially what that kill Sarah did.
Heading to that location. Scanning.
Affirmative, covering now. Moving Overwatch. We're green to go. Come get some. Come get some. Tired of waiting around.
I'm on it.
Got it covered. Affirmative, covering now.
Scanning.
Advent forces moving on our
Covering.
position.
It's time to go.
So next turn they're dropping in. I think that's what that voice cue means.
Sure thing.
That's so interesting that they managed to remove like the red flare that the bad guys used to drop, but couldn't stop the voices, or maybe they chose not to.
I can handle that.
And we're out. Another milk run.
Packing it in.
I am really relieved at how slow the difficulty ramp up is. All things considered. The last, I mean, covert infiltration really ramped it up fast. Fast. I suppose it would have went very differently if I'd sent those rookies into that one mission, right? Which I chose not to this time. The same choice I should have made in covert infiltration and didn't, essentially. Alright, Lost, if you kneel down, everyone be invincible. You can also kneel down and point your gun. There we go. Look at all that text. Gamers. Dodoto didn't die. We didn't bring home any corpses. Finally, a team that listens to their commander. Come home, you're fine. We did it. We did it. I can't believe it. I mean, I can believe it. It just almost feels like... It feels like I could have maybe stepped the difficulty up to, like, the tier I used to play at least. Like, like tier 3 instead of tier 2. But one, it will ramp up. It will get way worse. And two, it's just kind of nice after how tense the first week was to have some milk run missions.
To see our troops finding success in the field.
Me too.
It's good for the entire crew's morale.
Level up for Sarah. I like the fact that a missed arc thrower will disorient. That might make it really useful. But lightning reflexes is one of the best things in the game. I need that to survive. Lost, let's make your gun bigger. How do we do that? If you're suppressing and they try to move, you have plus 20 to hit. Heck yeah. That's probably what we're going to do. But flush, bonus to hit, little or no damage. Okay, they took away the minimum damage there. Confers defense and dodge penalties, forces a target to change position if it hits. I wonder if that is still useful. That's an interesting change to that. Let's try it. The other two are so obvious. I want to take that one to see what it's like. Hugh, what's your job? Are you an assault? Yeah, you are. Heck yeah. Nice shotgun. I think I want you to have more grenades there, friendo. If I give you a non-damaging grenade, you get a bonus use. So you'll just be... You could be a walking flash grenader if I wanted. Or... any damaging grenade in the grenade only slot gains a bonus use. Yeah, I think more grenades would be really great. Really, really great. Sick. And your ninja dad. I think I'm going to try Ghost Walker out. I remember that being very limited use when I used to have it. But I only was in vanilla. I never used it in Long War. Oh, new buddies? Illogical and me. Oh, how about that? We're buddies. Into it. We know Dodoto didn't die. That is the mark of a true friendship right there. Nice. Thank you, Never Living. I'm proud of it too. Let's show you what you did, Fraggy. You came back to the base after going with Larplet on your third covert op. You and Larplet are just doing duo missions. I've been sending you and Larplet out. Thank you, XO. That'll be all. I've been sending you and Larplet out on duo missions, essentially. Covert operations. And so far, you've been able to avoid all combat on those missions, just bringing back stuff. And you came back after the third mission and said, we are best friends. I said, great, let's take a photo. This really happened. And let's show you what you brought for me. Where is the photo? That's not the photo. Where is it? There it is. There's you coming back with Larplet, carrying me a corpse after the explicit ban on bringing corpses back to the Avenger. I might, hey Biko. I just worry about how much space I have in the barracks right now. I need to boost my barracks space first, I think. Two girls, one corpse. Gross. Gross. Don't Google that, anybody. Nobody Google that. I have one more crew slot, so no, I can't recruit Never Living right now. I need Illyrium crystals. Can I get Illyrium crystals at the black market? If I can get Illyrium crystals at the black market... Oh! Yeah, there's Illyrium right there. Well, that's a priority mission. What is it? Light behavior, recover an item, and we're going to start liberating the region. Sure.
Setting course for Sector 15, West Asia.
Light means we're sending in more rookies for sure. Shit. Okay, I'll have to boost it, but I'm pretty sure I have the ability to do that right now. We can't send Grob and Ceci and I on the same mission. Well, Ceci and I can go on the same mission. Ceci just feels a very different role than I do. Sarah and I are close range. We got big grenades. Can I get a rookie in here? What do you say, Capitom? I can get it down to 2 days with the boost still. How about one more rookie? Digital Deer. That's too long. That's too long. What if I drop some gear? It drops it like an hour. Okay, it's not going to work. Okay, so this team then. I think I have... Oh, I can't do personal combat sims yet. I need the Guerrilla Tactics School. Okay. What do I have for... We have an expanded magazine. That is Lost's. So sit on that. So I have increased crit chance. That's for Seraface. Let's give Seraface a special shotgun. No, look, actually a special shotgun, not just a spaz. What do we got for a shotgun for Seraface here? Let's have a look at. We have a lot of shotguns. Winchester Custom. Look at that. That's huge. Yes. Yes, that's what you're going to have. And then let's mod it, shall we? With the increased critical. Advanced laser sight. Thank you. Sarah has a 1 in 5 chance to crit now. I'm into that. Two med kits seems good. We got a ton of grenades. Everyone's got a flashbang. Those are my favorite. This seems good. The JC mask was random. Yes, actually. Totally random. And Fraggy made me keep it. Oh, God, Fraggy, go to bed. All right. This is fine. Let's go, gamers. Good luck. Give him hell.
In position for deployment.
Avenger plotting new course.
Okay, while they're infiltrating, I have to boost.
These findings will likely prove crucial to our ongoing efforts.
The required number of engineers boosted by 1 for many engineering projects. Awesome. We
Commander,
probably...
with the Advent officer currently in cold storage, we should perform the autopsy as soon as possible.
Yeah, but if I let you do this radio thing your folks are excited about, we'll be able to do stuff? What does this say? Replicating comm equipment. We'll have an additional comm station. That seems good to me. Right? I need 5 alien alloys to do that. I have 3 Illyrium right now. Fuck.
I had assumed you'd make that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
Really? That's what I got?
Strategic resource located.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's really great. I think I have the supplies stored too. I do.
No new supplies coming in. We'll need to seek out new means of replenishing our resources.
Nice. New bunks, new space, new filters. My income is minus 10? Why is my income minus 10? I'm going to have to, like, set up one of my places to make money, I guess. Oh, the 4 of you are right there. I can't take all 4 right now. I could take all 4. I'd be broke. I have a die. Hang on, I have a die. In fact, I have 4 dice. I will roll dice for each of you. We will have a roll off to see who gets it. Okay. We got Grandpa Smelter, excited to make jewelry. Wow, that was hard to say at this time of night. Jewelry out of alien bones. Alarmingly good at squats. Yuki never got a customized biography. Summer is a member of the Grove Street Families, a gang located in Sector 23, England. After spending 5 years working as a car thief for the gang, Summer decided to step up things by attempting to steal and have an armored troop flyer. The pursuit made national news, but somehow in the chaos, Summer evaded capture and fled the city. Perhaps not our brightest operative, she makes up for this with bravery and spades. She is popular aboard the Avenger for bravery. Z is into this to speedrun the war. RTA victory. And Loki's going to use magic to protect us from my staggering incompetence. All right, let's roll dice. Never living. A2. Yuki. A3. Z. Fell on the floor. Loki. A4. What'd Z get? The kitty thought it was a treat. Palom was sniffing the die. It was a 6 for the record, but it did fall on the floor, and tradition is to re-roll if they fall on the floor. It is now a 3, which means it's Loki. Ugh. D6. There are D6s. That's what's on my desk. Chosen by Kitty. No, Kitty wanted to eat it. Kitty wanted to eat it. Okay, I think what I just need to do then is change someone to supply. I forget. I mean, I think having Yeti there as the advisor means that they... It means that I actually have a bonus at recruiting. I have a strength 1, but we have a mech here. That was part of the thing that Prachi and Larplet have been fucking tearing it up. All right, I want to remember what the scientists do. Let's go look at the instruction manual. Oh, not that one. Wait, that is interesting though. The living quarters advancement has upkeep. That was not reported to me. Okay. Where do you tell me about the advisors? There it is. Dot, da, dot, da, da. Engineer, bonus for supply. Scientist, bonus for intel. Okay. So I want to have at least a couple on intel there. The scientist's presence there is completely a waste. Treats for kitties. I got you. What stage is strength 2 now? Be quiet. I don't want us to run into trouble when we don't have to.
Setting course for India.
What do we got? 6-day exploration. Another engineer. Yep. Oh, you got rocket launcher times. Got it. This is a really good team, actually. It's a lot of explosions. So we don't need Mundo to go on this mission, I think. You have 6 days to infiltrate. Who else do we got to go on this? Let's... Oops. 2 infantries. I don't know when we need that exactly. Living with light, it's just a report and it can't be wrong. And we did get, like, some surprises. So we'll send in essentially specialist level troops. Squaddies. Someone needs a med kit. It'll be you, Quinny. So to tell you, you're not allowed to die, so put the ceramic plating on. Smoke seems good. We're up to 4 days infiltration. And we don't really have any ranged firepower. So, oh, we have Echo. We have Echo. And Yeti. And can I sneak a rookie in here? That's going to be really tight. Let's go with 5. This seems good. I really should make use of that arc thrower. I always forget they have it because I just, my brain, it didn't work that well long ago. And so my brain's just kind of stuck with that. And that's not wise. I feel like this game's definitely made it useful, so I should make use of that ability. Echo, Dodoto, Ranger, Technical Assault, Support, and Long Range. Go for it. You won't need a boost even.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Squad green to deploy.
Get to it. Fantastic. It is, in fact, that time. Well, I learned that flashbangs do work against mind control in Long War, even though it doesn't work in covert infiltration for some reason. And we learned that flamethrowers are really fun to use. So I'm so glad that Munu has a lot of flamethrower powers. It's going to be great. We also learned that Fragi and Larplet cannot be controlled. So it's just best to let them do whatever they're doing because they keep bringing back lots of stuff. Even though we don't want a corpse showing up now and again. I mean, they're good for research, I guess. And they bring back some useful stuff too. So we'll just let them do that. Yeah, as long as poor Perp doesn't have to follow that grim order again, right? That'd be nice. That would be nice. Let's find someone for you to spend the rest of your evening with. I think I found the person. I think I found him. Hang on, what is this? I don't... Oh, here we go. Okay. You know where we're going. It's easy. It's the safe choice. We'll all have fun there. Michael's live. He's playing the OG Tomb Raider. Who's seen that in a long-ass time? So let's go say hi to him. I'll be back on Thursday. We're doing a little bit of book club, so I'm not going to start right at 8 like I usually do. It'll be a bit late, bonus stream times. And then Friday's collab. Saturday, I'll probably not be able to help myself and play XCOM. I'm taking Wednesday night off, I think. Is that weird? Is that tomorrow? I might stream. I might play XCOM. I can't control myself. This is a problem. But don't send help. Just send more XCOM.